Can I be real with you? I was very skeptical to make this video and share this information, but I feel like you guys need to know this information because if I were to die tomorrow, I would be ashamed in my grave knowing that this information would not be out to the public. So I'm gonna share with you guys in this video my exact strategy that I'm using in 2023 and how you guys can replicate it step by step. All I ask is that you guys share this video with as many people as possible. We need to get this video out and this information to everyone because it's honestly a disservice to the community not to give this information out. Before we start, if you guys want to be mentored by me, I just did open up my one-on-one mentorship and I have 5 spots open. Make sure you send me a message on Instagram to apply for that. Not everyone will be accepted. And also, I am now doing live trading sessions where you can trade live with me on a Zoom call and I'll show you exactly why I'm taking a trade and you'll be able to take that same exact trade with me. There should be a link in the description where you guys can sign up. And one more thing, if you guys could show some type of love, like this video, drop a comment below, or subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also check out my channel. I have a ton, I mean a ton of other videos based around trading. They'll help every single one of you out. Now without further ado, let's get into my computer. I like to tell people that you should focus on one trader. Find that one trader that you can relate to, that you like the way that they teach, you like the way that their hair looks like mine, and the way that they smile. I'm joking, not those 2 last parts. Well, if you want, you can, but that's completely up to you. But I like to tell people to find that one trader that you vibe with, you like their energy, and the way that they teach just because it makes sense. There's a lot of people out there on YouTube and they're teaching this style of trading and this style of trading and it's just really confusing. So if you guys like my videos, subscribe to my channel, start watching my videos. I have a ton of information and I like to focus on trading one instrument. So I'm going to show you guys like my whole strategy. I'm going to break it down in the most simplistic way that I can. And I teach at a 3rd grade level, so bear with me guys. Let's get into this information. First off, I only trade NAS 100. When I first started trading forex pairs, or when I first started trading forex, I would trade forex pairs. And then I started trading cryptos. I used to love trading cryptos like XRP and Bitcoin, but the spreads are massive with these brokers, so it's kind of hard to trade those nowadays. And they've just been ranging for a while. When the market's like, we're in their bull markets just pushing up, it was so easy to get really nice moves. And then I heard about indices. I remember one of my students told me about US 30 one day. I was like, what is US 30? And I did some research and I realized there's other indices as well. But recently, about a year ago, I started trading NAS 100 and I just fell in love with it. The way that it moves is so perfect on the technical side. So I want to break down for you guys exactly what I'm looking for on this pair and everything that you need. First off, for some context, NAS 100 is actually a United States index. So NAS 100 is the NASDAQ and it's NAS 100 because the 100 stands for the top 100 companies in America. Now these are all tech companies, Zoom, companies like that, all online tech companies. So NAS 100 is great. We also need to understand that there are specific times when these indexes are going to be moving versus times when they aren't going to be moving as much. So let me exit out of this. I was doing a little back testing earlier. So I want you guys to notice that we had a phenomenal move this morning. Look at this move during the New York session. 3,000 pips. We had a 3,000 pip move. That's another reason as to why I like trading indices, is because there's so much more volatility and you can get way bigger moves. So we had a 3,000 pip move on NAS 100 today. If you guys want on your watch list, make sure you have NAS 100, but you have NAS 100 Owanda. This is the one that I am looking at right here. So NAS 100 is the currency pair that I am trading. Now let's go into the next step. So since I'm trading NAS 100, we have to understand that this is a US indice and it's going to be moving the most during the New York session. So I do use an indicator. It's called the Sessions Indicator. And it's going to be this one's right here. The Sessions Asia, London, New York colored. Once you get that indicator, all we're focused on is the New York session. So we want to have this box clicked. We don't need the London, we don't need the Asia, because with this pair, the stock market opens up, the equities market opens up at 6:30 a.m. PST. That's when the money's fluctuating into these markets. So that's the indicator that you guys need to get. And we can see this box right here. This is deviating, showing us where that New York session is. Now, I told you guys a tip a second ago. The time is 6:30 a.m. So when I'm doing this, I'm on the minute 15, and I'm looking at this 6:15 candle right here. Look at the time on the bottom. This candle right here opens at 6:15, closes at 6:30. That's when I'm going to be looking for a trade once that specific candle closes. So we're trading during the New York session right at the market open. Very, very important for this strategy. All right, I'm going to give you guys the juicy information now. Let's go over my favorite setup. With me, I'm not taking a trade every 5 minutes, every hour. I'm taking maybe 1 to 2 trades per week, but the probability of this trade showing up is very likely to happen a couple of times throughout the week. And once you see this trade, you know it is casino time. This trade is going to play out perfectly. So let me give you guys some sauce. There's another indicator that we're going to get, and it's called the Asia range and kill zones. This one right here, you're going to add that. And once you add it, go to the settings, and all we're focused on is the Asia range color. So all we need to figure out is like what's happening during the Asia session, because that's going to give us a lot of context on what's going to happen in the following sessions. So I have it in white at 30%. I don't want it to be obstruing the candles and anything like that. So that's why I have it at a very light color and the opacity very, very low. Now what I'm looking for, I'm not holding back in this video, guys. I'm going to give you guys the sauce, and this happened last Wednesday. This is what I like to do. I'm showing up to the markets at 6:25, 5 minutes before the market open. And what I'm doing is looking at the previous 2 sessions. We have our New York session right here, or sorry, Asia session right here. And then we have our London session. So look at the timer on the bottom right here. This candle marks the open of the London session. So all the way from here to the beginning of the New York session, this is the London session right here. I'm looking at the Asia and then the London. And then I'm also looking at the beginning of the New York session into the market open right here. These 3 times right here, these 3 sessions are absolutely important. Like, they are extremely important for the strategy. We need to make sure that we're looking at those to overall get confirmation on what's going to happen at the market open. So here's a tip. The trend obviously is our friend. We all know that. We want to find a candle that's in alignment with the trend that we're looking at. So if we're in a downtrend like right here, look at how the market's just steadily going down. We want to get into a candle or figure out what candle we're going to enter on that's in confluence with that trend. So right here, this is our entry candle, and it didn't happen at the market open. That's completely fine. We can wait for the next candle to open up to give us confirmation if we need it. But I forgot to show you guys something. This is overall what I like to do. I like to find the Asia range, and I like to highlight it and extend into the future, just getting the low and the high. And all I want to see, you guys should rewind this after I'm done explaining it, is I want to see the candle break the low and stay within that trend and not break the high. I want it to break the low and stay in one steady trend, not break the low, then break the high, then break the low again. No, those are considered choppy markets. I'm only looking for very smooth trending markets. So we can see on this specific candle right here, it broke the low and price formed a new support. And then it came back up. It can come back within the range, in the Asia range, but I don't want to see it break the high and the low. I just want to see it break one side, and that's going to give me confirmation. So look, we had this support right here. Price right at the open of the New York session comes in and breaks it even more. Kind of have a low consolidation. Cool. we're going to now wait for a candle that is giving us a bearish confirmation to tell us the market's going to keep pushing down. And right here, this candle at 6:45 a.m., that's your candle you enter on. Rejects the 20 EMA, wicks to the top, it's going to drop. That's your candle you're going to enter on right there. Go for the next support on the previous day right here, or the next psych level, or whatever levels that you guys use. I use the psychology levels, but I'm starting to get into supply and demand and learn more about that. So you guys will probably see this strategy being more perfected over time. But as of right now, this is like the basis of the strategy. It's KISS, keeping it stupid simple, and that's how trading should be. You guys should ultimately be like a robot. When you see your setup, boom, click buy or sell. Absolutely no emotion is involved with your trading, because that's going to mess up your psychology. Once you start getting involved with the emotional side of trading, that's when things start getting screwed up. Now, the last thing to this strategy, and this is the action part to this video, and I hope you guys are action takers, because action takers are money makers at the end of the day. So what you're going to now do is go and back test these markets. Go right here to this date window. You got to have the pro plan. And then go to a month of your choice, June 6th. And then once you get there, it's going to load. Go to this replay button. And all you want to do is play it back till you get to the 6:15 candle, the market open candle. 2 candles more. Boom. And then that's when you do your bias. Okay, we're rejecting the 20 EMA. It broke the high of the Asia range first, but it's looking bearish. I'm going to go for a short. And then you go and set up your position. We're going to go short. TP here. Stop loss, let's say like 500 pips. And then just play it back. Boom, TP hit. So that's what I want you guys to now do, is go through and back test this strategy. And once you have back tested it, I would say for a couple months, open up a demo account. Then test this strategy in real time. See if it works for you. And tell me what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.